Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for giving this video a chance. Now today's video is going to be for new players, okay? Whether you're level 1, level 10, level 50, level 60, if you're still working your way around the game, today's video is going to show you a way to get boss gear, try boss gear, at only the cost of 1 silver. It's also going to explain the various types of event buff like the exquisite and the simple meal. What is the difference? When do you use it for PvP, which is player versus player? When do you use it for PvE, which is player versus enemy, a monster? And also, before I begin this video, I also want to say thank you to all the contributors on the left of the screen. Thank you for your donations as well. And also, for all my viewers out there who have suggested for me to go for Patreon membership, yes, I have signed up. I mean, it took a while. I understand, my apologies for the delay, but I have been very busy. Today's video is also made in quite a rush because I have a very hectic schedule right now. So I'm trying to do the video to help you guys out there, but due to time limit, I'm doing like a almost one take. So forgive me if the grammar is a little bit off or the pronunciation is a little bit off, okay? So I'm also going to launch the YouTube membership as well. So if you guys want to continue supporting me, you can do so via Patreon or YouTube membership. For now, I'm just going to go on and start this video. So this gear I'm talking about for new players, okay, to get your hands on some leveled boss gear, is whereby you go to the stable master NPC, and from there you will be able to locate the Oasis NPC. Now, for new players, I know it's a little bit hard because you're not sure where the NPCs are. So what I'm going to do is to show you a series of steps that can help you find the NPC easily. The first thing you do is you press Ctrl button on your keyboard to review your mouse. You go to the top right of the screen over here where you see the Find NPC icon. You left click on it, and then this list will pop out. What you want to do at this point is to go to this stable icon over here, mouse over it, and you do a right click. The moment you right click, your character will start running and it will start locating the NPC by itself. Okay, so this is a stable master NPC or the stable keeper, whichever you want to call it. Now we want to look towards the right. There is a few more NPCs on the right, and there's this NPC called Ellie, which is the Oasis vendor. This is the NPC we are actually looking for. You press R to interact with it, and then there is this shop button which you can click on, and you will see all this item that you can purchase. Of all the items shown on the screen right now, I'm going to go through them one by one. But first, let us talk about weapons in Black Desert Online. By now, at level 56, you should already know that you have a main weapon, which is this one, the main hand weapon. You also have a sub weapon, okay? And at level 56, there's actually this awakening quest which will awake the awakening path skills. So the awakening weapon will be this third weapon over here. So you have 3 weapons: main, sub, and awakening. To buy this, all you need to do is right click, and right click. And the items will be in your inventory on the right side. Now, there is also this defensive gearbox that you need to purchase, so you do a right click, okay? I'll come to the rest of the items later, just for additional knowledge, but for now, I'm going to press escape. The next thing I'm going to do is press I on the keyboard for the inventory window, and you will see the 4 boxes already in my inventory. Now, if we look at the description closely, it will say that this is available from level 56, okay? Level 56. And then the boss grade gear, it is known as Tri, T-R-I, okay? I'll have a separate video to talk about the gear levels in future, but all you can do is just understand that the Tri boss gear cannot be upgraded, okay? This gear cannot be upgraded, but it's a good gear for you to temporarily get a boss gear to be able to go out there, attack and defend and so on and so forth. Now, this is not a permanent item. If you realize the item name has a bracket Oasis, that means this is only available during the Oasis event, like I mentioned earlier on. So for the time being, the Oasis event has been out there for quite some time and it is still running as per the time of this video. So I highly recommend that if you are level 56, come and get this item first. So just right click and press yes, and you will get the item itself. Right click again and you'll be able to equip it to your character. So I'm going to right click everything from the main, the sub weapon, and the awakened weapon, and I'm going to start equipping them by doing a right click. The next thing is that you realize no matter how I right click this awaken item, okay, the awakening weapon, I can't equip it. This is because I haven't done the awakening quest for this character yet, okay? So don't be surprised if this awakening weapon slot, you haven't done the quest, you won't be able to use the item. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the gearbox, okay, the tri-defensive gearbox. So once you open it, it will consist of the helmet, the armor, the gloves, and the boots. Similarly, just right click on everything and you will be able to equip them. So generally, even without accessories, even without the awakened weapon, you will already have 147 attack power, 272 defensive power. Okay, so that's pretty much what I would want to recommend all new players to come and get this item once you hit level 56. Now, as you use this item to farm and to do combat, you will be preparing to level up the rest of the gear to a higher level than tri-level. The next thing I'm going to do is go back to this NPC again. I'm going to speak to this NPC by pressing R, go to the shop, and you will realize that all items here is actually 1 silver. So the Oasis Seafood Prawn Meal. This is a very good item if you are doing life skills such as fishing, gathering, farming, cooking, and so on and so forth. Okay, because if you look at the stats, it is all for life skill purposes. Okay, including the weight limit, which is good for gatherers. The next item on the right side is for combat. So you'll get AP against monsters plus 30, you get combat XP 20%, skill XP 10%, casting speed, and so on. Includes 100 weight limit addition as well as the chance to gain knowledge. Then the last one over here on the left is all AP plus 8, accuracy plus 15, speed of casting and movement increase, evasion increase. Now, the difference between this Oasis Simple Chrome Meal and the Exquisite Chrome Meal, I wouldn't say I'm correct in saying this, but most players would term the Oasis Simple Chrome Meal for PvE content. That means player versus enemy, which is the monster. And some people would say that the Exquisite Chrome Meal, which is better for PvP content, player versus player. Okay, PvP, player versus player, that's where you fight against another real player in the game, and evasion, critical hit, all this will determine the success rate of your fight between yourself and the other player. Okay, so these are the items that you can buy. You can buy a large quantity of it, like 50 pieces, and then just use them. So for now, I'm just gonna buy 1 piece, okay, have it in my inventory and so on. So you see all this thing popping out in the inventory. The next item, the carrot. The carrot is basically a substitution for feeding your horse stamina. Okay, so your horse, as it runs around, it will run out of stamina. You can use the carrot to feed it. So I'm going to buy some of it as well. Okay, and then the next thing, Oasis Traveler's Map. Now, Oasis Traveler's Map can only be used once every 3 hours. I'm going to buy some of it as well and to show you later. As well as the Oasis Compass. The compass is only used when you are out in the waters, in the sea. Alright, so I'm going to show you where Oasis Compass come in place. When you press M on the map, if you are doing sailing, you will be able to see your character sailing around this region. And if you go further, you will see your character sailing around this region as well, which is near the Oculus Eye area. Now, further than that, after this main island onwards, you will not be able to see anymore. Okay, so this is where the compass comes in. If you have the compass, you will be able to see your icon. If you don't have a compass, there is 0 icons of where you are on the depths of this area, which is between Portrat and Oculus Eye. Okay, so that's where the compass comes in if you're wondering how it works. As for the map itself, okay, I do have a copy of the map. The map basically allows you to teleport your character from town to town. When you right click the map, you will be able to select a series of town, but it is only towns that are close by. So I can't select a town unless I'm near that region, that area. Okay, and if you use it once, well, you have to wait another 2 to 3 hours before you can use it again. Actual cooldown is 3 hours. As for the carrot, how do you use it? All you need to do is go to your horse, okay, and then there is this F8 called use item. You press F8 on your keyboard and you can right click it and you will be able to use it. Now, the main thing here is this: mount information, open inventory, give mount rest, etc, etc. There's a lot of items over here. So if I were to use item again nearer to the mount, I will be able to use it now. So make sure you must be close enough to your horse, or what we call a mount in general term, to use the carrot. So this is why when I press F8 the first time, it didn't work. But the moment I go closer to it, it will work. Okay, so this is just for your info, guys, and I hope this video based on all this item has somehow helped you, given you a heads up on what are the items itself. I mean, for veteran players, you will basically recognize everything easily, but this video is mainly, like I mentioned, for new players who are very lost. You are not sure, example, what is the difference between all these attributes versus the ones over here. You are not sure when do you gonna use this, etc, etc. And a lot of new players will not even notice this NPC because of the fact that they are so busy trying to understand the mechanics of the game, trying to remember where all the NPCs are, and so on and so forth. So I hope this video has somehow helped you guys. If you like the information that I'm providing you on my YouTube channel, please be sure to subscribe to the channel for more. You can also join my Discord server, where I have a link containing all my guides categorized for your ease of usage. And also, if you are on Patreon, I'll appreciate a support as well. I'm also gonna launch, like what I mentioned at the start of the video, a YouTube membership together with the Patreon membership as well. So if you want to donate to support my efforts, please do so. I'll be very thankful for that as well. And last but not least, thank you once again to all my donators and sponsors as well. Appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take good care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye bye.